My card's right
Go
here.
ahead. Am I on the wrong side?
No, you're fine. It doesn't matter.
I'm standing on the host side, Mary Beth. I apologize.
That's okay.
Old habits die hard.
To me, we can dance around each other,
Okay,
no problem.
deal.
This is called Oregano Groundcover, and you're going to get 6 plants in for this $23.98. And it's interesting because when I think of oregano, I love oregano. I love the smell of oregano, and this kind of has that scent too. But it's also very thick ground cover. So tell me about this.
So this is the newest ground cover on QVC, and it's been very, very popular. This is my flowering golden oregano. You can walk on this. It does grow flowers in the middle of the summer, purple flowers, and you get 6. So I'm going to turn this upside down so you can see there are 6 sections in here. Each of these trays has netting over top of it. It's shipped so carefully.
Wow.
So everything's going to be absolutely beautiful when you get it out of the pots. One of these will turn into this season. So you are going to get a quickly spreading ground cover.
That's just one.
Yes. So you'll get this times 6. And a quickly spreading ground cover that loves a dry, rocky, hot sun area.
Okay.
So there's a lot of ground cover that needs more moisture, needs a little bit more maintenance. You can't step on it. This is great for along the sidewalk, along the driveway where it's so hot that maybe even the grass won't grow next to the asphalt.
Right.
It also is a replacement for your mulch. So we are putting in a new front walkway this summer. So I bought 6 sets of 6 because I'm going to put this all along my front walkway because now I don't have to put in some kind of a paver barrier for the mulch to not cross, etc. And it's going to look so beautiful. Also, the flowers in the summer attract the pollinators. And then when the flowers die off, this is going to be a little dormant. It's evergreen though, it always stays this color, but then it gives it more energy to come back through the fall. So you're going to have this actually in an active state of growth into the fall season, and then even when it goes dormant over the winter, it doesn't turn brown, it stays this color.
And it's such a bright green.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't get to be a dull green. It's kind of like, it looks almost like it's glowing. Right. Which I love about that too. Plus it's so dense. Right. I would think it chokes out the weeds.
Well, it does. And if you plant these, we suggest each one of these is going to get about 18 inches wide. So if you want to plant these maybe a foot apart, then they'll overlap a little bit, and that really creates a great weed barrier. You'll have a great barrier with no weeding, not that expensive extra mulch, and again, it likes the sun and drier soil, very drought tolerant. Now, if you have a moister area and you like this yellow-green color, you can order Philip Watson's Creeping Jenny, which is also a ground cover, or a spiller. This will spill out of pots as well. Yeah. But that one likes the moist soil.
I see.
So.
Okay, and also it was interesting because I didn't know what kind of flowers it, you know, would come from it. Yeah. But it was like almost like a little bit of a lavender kind of
and it's only for a couple of weeks. It's like this little bonus surprise in the middle of the summer where it shoots off these flowers, and then the flowers go away, but then you've still got the great ground cover.
And so I just think, you know, we've spent so much money with mulch and remulching every year, and to me, it's like save yourself the work. These are perennials. These come back every year after year.
The other thing about this oregano is it's one of those plants that the pests don't like.
Okay,
so
because of the scent.
In England, they often plant herbs with their flower gardens and with their vegetable gardens because it protects against those pests that tend to eat your leaves, you know, cabbage worms and that sort of thing. So this is a great thing to plant with your tomatoes or, you know, your other vegetables. Also, I love it contrasted with the purple, like the salvia that we have coming up next, which we actually have displayed here with it. I love the yellow with the purple. So you can do with the bee balm, which is not in the show. I also have a beautiful lavender, which would work really well with this. And then you get the double pest protection.
That's right.
Because both of those plants are pest resistant. So I just think these are great. And again, your Roberta's Bounty, fertilize every couple of weeks. Philip Watson, with this particular plant, you can do once per season. Some plants with the time release, like your petunias, need a lot of fertilizing. The sun patients like more fertilizing, so like once a month for those with Phillips. But pretty much every couple of weeks with Roberta's, you'll do great. My sister lives in northern New Jersey, and she's in the Sparta area near some lakes, but she backs up to a woods where the edge of her property has a lot of rocky soil that she's had trouble growing anything there.
Yeah.
So she ordered a couple of sets of this oregano this year, and she just planted it.
Good.
And I said, that's going to do great. It loves like a rock garden or a place where it can just creep through the roots of trees.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of thing.
Or if you've got kind of a rock wall, maybe you put this right behind it and let it come kind of up and over.
Yes.
These are beautiful. Real quick, can I eat it?
You can. It's edible.
Okay.
Now, if you run out of your regular herb oregano that you use for cooking, you can use this in a pinch. It just doesn't have as strong of a flavor.
Okay, got it. Good point.
But it is in the same family. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's called oregano. It makes me think of spaghetti and lasagna.
Right, and that's why deer don't like it either, because again, it's got the fragrance.
Right.
Deer don't like stuff that smells good to us.
That's right, exactly. This is really a great idea. And when you're getting 6 of these, each one is spreading out to about 12 to 18 inches across.
Again, I'll show you. This is your tray of 6.
Show us that.
And then when you get it out of the box, it'll have this white netting over it that is protecting it in shipping. You can take that off as well. And then you're going to pop each one of these out of their little container, and each one will turn into this size right here. So
amazing.
it's this times 6 is what you're getting from one set.
And all for $23.98. And it's on Easy Pay. Free shipping and handling on this as well. And like we said, if you've got kids and dogs, it can take foot traffic.
Yep.
Because guess what? The more you tell them where not to walk, that's where they'll walk.
Yeah. And speaking of dogs and cats, you know, something like an edible herb like that is not going to be harmful to your pets either.